car around you and what you're following down the side there. 800 to get behind something.
Yeah, finding the right horse is the key. Who is the favourite, Cambo? Who will start as the favourite for the Cox Plate?
Winx will start favourite for this year's Cox Plate. Just 2 days ago, you could get $7 for Winx, but it is the favourite now. So it's the one the punters want from Highland Reel at $6.50, Criterion at $7, Kermadec 10, the Cleaner and Preferment at 15, Hartnell 17. No move towards the bottom. Winx 480, back out to 5. 5 to 1 the field for a great race.
5 to 1 the field, Sammy Highland. What horses out there is really relaxed and what horses maybe a little on the toe?
They're all parading really well, Richo. I mean, the Cleaner...
What were you thinking? 2 minutes out.
I can't really... Like, in these big races, I was very relaxed. I really was. I'd have my feet out of the irons. I'd be away from other horses, relaxing the horse. I just knew what I had to do. Simple as that. And you haven't asked me one thing. Who would I be riding in this?
Well, you just saw Highland Reel and I watched your face because he's really sweating up under the saddle, this son of Galileo. If I gave you one horse to ride in the race, who would you want to be on?
Winx would suit me. I'd just ride her back. I wouldn't panic on her. And she's got the right jockey on, and Huey Bowman is riding very well. And he hasn't won one of the big ones, Huey, either.
That's right.
So he's due because he's riding that good. And this could be the one. I don't think there's actually a lot of chances. You've got the 5 top ones, and Winx, Kermadec, Criterion, and of course the 2 English horses. And then there's a gap.
Yeah.
I think if you're looking for a roughie, maybe Hart now. He's tough and he's an English bred, and if he gets into that tough drill down the side, and he's running 4th or 5th, and we've seen it's on front runners today, and these other things are getting into trouble like Winx and Kermadec back. A horse like Hart now on the pace isn't the worst.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, there's so many permutations here for the Cox Plate. There is Highland Reels on our screens. He certainly is a muck lather at the moment, but he was like that in the Secretariat Stakes. He's a very free sweater, so the punters shouldn't be too alarmed. Well, or should they? But it's certainly not a positive anyway.
That's not a positive, but look, being in Hong Kong, a lot of horses sweat and it doesn't affect them.
Here's Arod as well. Arod certainly looks a little warm, a son of Teofilo, and Entire as well. He's only had the 11 starts, so only lightly raced. You could imagine this is probably what we thought, Gator.
Yeah, that's right. Look, the first couple hundred metres is going to be crucial here. Obviously, everyone's been looking at the same map now for a week. They know there's going to be high pressure early. Last year, it was brutal early. This year, that first couple hundred metres, the jockeys will be looking around, saying, where can we settle? Can we get a spot?
All right, they're loading for the Cox Plate. Let's go to Greg Miles to call the action for the 2015 Cox Plate.
Great move on course for Winx. She's into $4.60 from $5. A firm favourite drawn down on the inside. Hugh Bowman's taken her into the stalls. Galo Shop's moved up. And Preferment has lined in as well. 7 down to $6 for Criterion. But the favourite is Winx at $4.70. $5.70 Criterion on Super Tab and $7.20 for Highland Reel. Here's Kermadec. Gatto Shop, Preferment, Kermadec standing well. Winx drawn the inside, the Cleaner, and Hartnell alongside of her. She's the lone mare in the field. It wasn't a mare's race for a long, long time, but they've got a good record recently. Now Highland Reel comes along, and Pornichet. Now they're going back from that awkward barrier draw for him. His Arod coming up for Craig Williams, who knows his way around Moonee Valley so well. Now Mourinho takes his spot near the outside. There'll be 2 on his outside when they go. They're nearly ready. Now Complacent with a white cap. You got Hartnell with the Godolphin blue. Criterion still away with Faulkner, who was a game second last year. So Complacent moved in alongside Arod and Highland Reel. Shop standing well. Happy Trails lines in. His 4th run in a Cox Plate. They're nearly ready. Criterion has joined them. Happy Trails is set. So it'll be Faulkner for Damien Oliver to take the outside stall. The favourites in barrier 1. Here's Faulkner. They're set. Stand by for the greatest 2 minutes in sport. They're off. And Winks jumped okay with the cleaner. Hard and reel away brilliantly. He's out having a peep for the lead. Criterion went over their heels at the start. Complacent, Arrod are up there at the post, and then Mourinho and Galo Shop not far away. Down past the judge, and the cleaner has the lead from Arrod. Hard and reel just box-seated beautifully right behind them. Then Complacent moving to fourth, followed by Winks on the rail about sixth. Mourinho wide around Galo Shop. Criterion at the 1600. Pornichet on the inside of Kermadec, and then Preferment. Happy Trails and Faulkner went back to last. Up the side, 1400 left to go, and the cleaner has the lead. Just over a length in front of Arrod running second. Hard and Reel is third. Complacent in the white canvas, trapped out deep. He's fourth and on the improve, followed by Hartnell and Winks on the rail about 4 or 5 lengths away from the leader. They're followed by Mourinho, who's wide, and then Galo Shop midfield. Criterion the rail, a length and a half to Kermadec, Pornichet, then Preferment, Faulkner, and Happy Trails was now last. 1,000 metres to go, and the cleaner is the leader in the Cox Plate. Arrod a little bit keen, second. Hard and Reel third. Complacent deep out, and then came Winks getting up on the inside, the fifth. One in front of Hartnell. Mourinho's been deep. Criterion over on the inside as they run the 800 metres turn. Galo Shop works clear. Kermadec about to go wide. Then Pornichet, Preferment, Happy Trails out wide. Faulkner last of all. The cleaner at the school, the leader. From on the outside, Complacent, and Arrod. Hard and Reel is still there from Mourinho. Winksville Bowman's got plenty to give, and he's getting an inside run, and Criterion tried to follow him home, just had to clip off heels there. Winks got the dream run and shot to the lead from the cleaner. Criterion trying to get going with Highland Reel. They're followed by Hartnell and Happy Trails right off the track, but Winks is away and gone round the home turn. 3 lengths in front of Highland Reel, Criterion, and then came the cleaner, but Winks is well clear from Criterion and Highland Reel. Winks kept going by Hugh Bowman. What a win! Winks has bolted in the Cox Plate by 4 lengths to Criterion. Hard and Reel ran third, Pornichet 4, then Hartnell, Faulkner, the cleaner, Galo Shop, followed by Preferment, Arrod. Back behind them is Happy Trails and Mourinho. Kermadec is second last. Last to finish was Complacent. She's blitzed them in the Cox Plate.
The 95th WS Cox Plate has gone to a champion mare. Her name is Winks, and she has smashed the course record. 2 minutes, 02.98. She's beaten the record that was set by Might and Power when he was victorious in 1998. That is an outstanding performance by a 4-year-old mare, giving Chris Waller the first of the big 4 majors of Australian racing for him in taking out the Cox Plate. Similarly for Hugh Bowman, the first of the big 4 for him, and she has absolutely destroyed this high-class field. Number 14, Winks, heavily backed here on track. She has started the favourite. She's defeated Criterion, who trailed her through. He's been brave to run second, and Highland Reel, the import, on speed. He stuck to his guns, a mighty effort. 14 Winks, Chris Waller, Hugh Bowman, $4.50 and $2.20. Second one, Criterion, Michael Walker and David Hayes, Tom Davinik, $2.20. And 13 Highland Reel, Ryan Moore for Aidan O'Brien, $3. 14, 1, 13, 7. Fifth in is number 4. And as I mentioned, it is a track record, 2:02.98. Here's winning rider Hugh Bowman, who joins Sam.
Bowman, outstanding ride on Winks, and just as these jockeys come past you, just pull up, you've taken a deep breath and you're just so overwhelmed. All I wanted to be when I was a little boy was to be a jockey. To be here riding on this stage is one thing, but to win a race like this, I can't tell you how much it means, and I'm so thankful, obviously, to Chris Waller and the connection to the horse, but to my family and friends that are here, my 2 little girls at home, and Julie, my wife Christine's here. It's just, I just can't believe it. Hugh, tell us about the run of the race. You just gave her a charmed ride. Well, I drew barrier 1. I had a lot of confidence in the mare, and I was a bit worried coming down this side here. You know, Highland Reel was staying one off. Congratulations. Thanks very much, Sammy. Thank you.
Extraordinary emotion there from winning rider Hugh Bowman. Justine Hales is so important to the Chris Waller team. Justine, this is an amazing result.
It is. It's wonderful. It's wonderful for Chris and all his hard work and all the brilliant owners and the staff. It's amazing. Hugh rode it so well, and barrier 1 was obviously a gift. It was the right choice.
I can see the emotion on your face. The early mornings, the hard work that goes in to training a racehorse. It must be an extraordinary feeling now to have won one of the big 4.
It's just amazing. All the owners, even the ones in the other horses, they just said, we just want one of Chris's horses to win, and it's just brilliant for the stable. It just means everything.
She's a pretty special horse. She trailed through and then she showed electrifying acceleration when the gap opened for her.
She's got an amazing turn of foot, and to hold on the whole way down the straight, she's just an exceptional filly, and she's proving now that her wins, they weren't just flukes. She's actually got the form, and she's one to beat maybe next year again.
It's always a tough thing once a horse goes to the classic level at 3. Can they make the transition and be a superstar at 4? Well, she's one of the few to have done it.
She is. She's almost a little bit, being a Kiwi, she's a bit Sunline-like. So, no, it's just wonderful. It's wonderful for everyone.
And for you and your relationship with Chris Waller, what's he like as a boss?
He's great. He's a good boss. He's fed all the staff. He knows all his horses so well, and he loves them all so much. And it's just a great thrill for him to win this. And him and Steph and their family, it's brilliant.
Pretty special race mare in Winx, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She's going to have a big place in everyone's heart, I think, in our stable now.
Justine, well done.
Thank you very much.
Justine Hales there from the Chris Waller team. She's such an important part of Chris's lineup of staff. Winx, dominant winner here. It's a big space margin. We'll get the official margin through, but as I mentioned, she's run a course record. She's won by 4 3/4 lengths. That's a demolition job by 3/4 of a length. 14-1, 13-7, 202.98. She's not only bettered Might and Power's track record, she's smashed it. And she's put herself now in the rarest of territory, this mare. Of course, she burst into prominence with that performance during the winter when taking out the Queensland Oaks, and then the dominance that she's displayed in all 3 runs this campaign has been a sight to behold. We'll have Chris Waller join me very shortly. Clint, that was outstanding.
Incredible performance. The crowd, it was just amazing, wasn't it? And Hugh Bowman, I thought there were 2 critical parts of the race, Shane. Firstly, when Highland Reel didn't commit to the fence, and Huey was happy just to pitch ground along the way. And the second part, when the cleaner rolled off.
Yeah, definitely the second part. Look, Ryan Moore, if you know English jockeys, they don't commit to the fence. They don't want to be on the fence. They want to give their horses room. So he was very lucky, Huey, that he knew up ahead of him there was always plenty of room to go wherever he wanted. And once he saw the cleaner, normally what would happen if they stay on the fence, he wouldn't have got a run. He would have been out of the race. But he saw at the half mile there was room. He didn't have to come out. And he went too soon on it, but it didn't matter. You know, there's Chris Waller.
Let's talking now to Anderson.
Chris, many congratulations. Your 54th Group 1 success. But the first of the big 4 for you, this must be an amazing moment.
Yeah, it is. They're all been good moments, but yes, I know now.
What is it about Winx that is so special?
She's fast. She's just won a Cox Plate. Just a superior athlete. I'm not just saying that, but just looking at her, you can see she's amazing.
I remember back to when she was beginning her career, you always talked her up. Did you ever think she'd go on, though, and become a Cox Plate winner?
No, you never do. Simple as that. We've obviously got a lot of good horses, but I don't even dare dream about Cox Plate.
Chris, let's talk through your plan for this race. Because we had 3 runners. Winx with the inside barrier. Was it always the intention in the barrier draw to go to the rail?
Yeah, well, there wasn't really an option from that gate, and we turned it into a positive. I was actually more happy with that gate than the other 2. You can't do it at both ends of a Cox Plate, any race for that matter, and he's just got to run.
As you were watching the race unfold, and of course you had 3 runners in the race, but could you sense something special was coming?
I could see she was travelling pretty good. Yeah, I quickly lost sight of the other 2 when I saw her coming through them. And wasn't a lot of room. Like there was a lot of room on the rail. Actually, it wasn't that crowded, and no, it was terrific.
Not many horses possess her explosive acceleration, do they?
No, they don't. Thank goodness.
Chris, one last word though on Winx. What's the future hold for her?
Pretty good one.
Well done. Leave it at that. We'll come back to Chris very shortly. He's keen to get out to connections there after a demolition job by Winx. Clint, that was just simply extraordinary. Just a breathtaking burst of acceleration at the top of the straight.
No, absolutely, Shane. And, well, the best horse in the race has won. The best horse in the race had the best run in the race and was just far too good, Shane.
Everything you said. Now, here's the chopper. This is going to be classic from the half mile to see how they open up on the inside. You'll see Highland Reel here, up there outside the cleaner. He doesn't want to go to the fence, but that's not unusual because that's the way they ride. He could have got the perfect run, but he didn't want it.
He didn't want it, and now Q Bowman on Winks is in 5th, 6th position. The white sort of blue colours, and they're well strung out. So the cleaner did set up a really genuine tempo.
He went along, but also you've got to remember, a Criterion missed the start, and I'm sure they would have thought he was going to race a bit closer, and that put him back a little bit.
Now, this is very unusual, though. And look at that rail between the leader and where Winks is. No one's committed to the fence.
No, we've got the 2 English horses, and they need room, and they're told not to go to the fence.
Go there. Don't go there. And what's Hugh Bowman
Now
doing
look
at this
at,
stage?
he knows where Huey is now. Now that's a normal Cox Plate. There's no way Winks is getting out. You're just boxed. And these horses back are coming one up and around. But Huey doesn't have to panic yet because they haven't got down the side. And the side is at the 800 metres.
Criterion is on the back of Winks at the moment. We're going to see the horse in front, the cleaner, just roll off. Not sure what caused that. Usually does rail pretty well, but he's just creeping close. Criterion is also right on the back of Winks.
Yeah, well, we're about to turn into the school, and this is when the race starts to get going. Now, look where Winks is. He's past the school. Winks has come out, to go out, but now he's come back. Look, the second of the A-line come out. There's a big run. He's gone too soon, but he's got to go. He's just got to. He hasn't got an option, and she just left him. She was just outstanding. Too good.
She was. Criterion got a little bit steady there, but the way the Winks accelerated when he pushed the button was just explosive.
She would have done that last start in the Epsom. He panicked on her in the Epsom, and he learned a lot from it. You know, he tried to go at the 600 and put heels and nearly fell, and he realised what he had underneath him now could make up 5 lengths, which is a great horse and 2 hops, and he did it today.
Well done to all connections. That was an incredible race. Let's take a look at the sectionals, and well, she's run home in 12.3 the last furlong, 23.9. So she's run the fastest last 400s, and she's just run home better than anything else from a lovely ride through. Yeah, let's take the Stewart's head on.
This will be really interesting. These are the best shots. Now you see here.
Keep an eye on Criterion at the very right of screen. This is where it opens up for the cleaner.
It just opened up.
And well, Huey's in front there. He just comes in on Criterion.
That could give him a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
It didn't affect the result of the race, but it didn't help Criterion. Criterion actually didn't have much luck in the race. He missed the start, right? He should have been probably 4 or 5 lengths closer, and that happened. But in saying that, he wouldn't have beat Winks no matter what.
He wouldn't have beat him, but like I said, when we were watching the helicopter view, he did have to steady when Huey was sort of angling off just slightly, but then the run was there, and when the acceleration was there for Winks, she just wants to
She's
sprint well.
outstanding. Yeah. Not many 3-year-old fillies come back to be champion 4-year-old mares. Not many. This is a champion 4-year-old mare.